Lake Van in the remote mountains of eastern Turkey, a region of striking beauty that often feels strangely deserted. In a couple of days, that may change. For the first time in nearly a century, the Turkish government will allow Armenian Christians to hold a prayer service at one of the region's most famous churches. This ferryboat captain expects a lot more passengers in the days ahead. I hear up to 10,000 Armenian visitors will be coming, he says. The church, it belongs to the Armenians, he adds, but the land around here does not. The only way to get to Ahtamar Church is by boat. It was built on this tiny island 11 centuries ago by Armenian Christians. Until just a few years ago, the church's roof was falling apart. The Turkish government recently renovated and reopened Ahtamar, but as a museum, not a church. This is where we came across a visiting Catholic priest from Austria singing, but that did not last for long.
Father Anno was sitting on a towel, barefoot, chanting, and it was beautiful. But then the guard said you had to stop. Why?
Well, I think the explanation was, well, he was very sorry for that. But it is a political question that within a museum you should not pray.
You may notice one thing missing here. There's no cross on top of the dome of this church. The Turkish government decided not to put one there despite the objections from Armenian Christians here in Turkey. And that decision really gets to the crux of an ongoing existential debate here over the role of ethnicity and nationality in this country, and especially of religion in a country that has been ruled by a strict secular system of government.
Turkey is an overwhelmingly Muslim country. Most of the visitors who come here are also Muslim. The Armenians who once lived around this lake are all but gone. They were pushed out nearly a century ago when hundreds of thousands of ethnic Armenians were force-marched into the desert and massacred by Ottoman Turkish troops. Sunday's church service is an effort to overcome the deep scars left by that bloody chapter of history in a church that stands as a lonely reminder of the people who once populated this land. Ivan Watson, CNN, on Akhtamar Island in eastern Turkey.